quiet enough.
Welcome back to News Talk for this half hour. Kim Thompson, local nutritionist, is here, and Turkey Day is on its way. It's a week away. Then Christmas cookie season is here, and so we want to talk about managing your diet in light of that. Talk a little bit about toxicity. What is toxicity all about, and maybe some foods that help us detoxify as far as our diets are concerned.
So it is definitely a term that people are hearing a lot more about. In functional medicine, we basically define it as anything that's going to disturb our metabolic process.
Okay.
So that's pretty broad, but it's really looking at how these foreign things are really affecting our body, essentially.
Okay.
So just to kind of put a few examples, our pesticides, our toxins.
Mm-hmm.
Most people are familiar with that, but they might not be familiar with the fact that we are bombarded with them now.
Right.
Some little fun fact, there's about 88,000 different chemicals that we use in the U.S. right now, which is a little scary, because only about 3,300 of them have actually been tested for humans.
Oh, wow.
So we are really bombarded in many fashions. Even when we're trying to be clean, just walking outside sometimes, our body's having to deal with this in a whole different manner now.
Okay. So how do you what are some of the foods that can detoxify sort of, cleanliness?
Sure. So first and foremost, we want to think about water.
Okay.
Water is very important for the simple fact that that helps our whole body flush.
Okay.
But some of the key foods, things like pomegranate and watercress, you want to think about colorful foods as well.
Okay.
This is really, really important for people to understand that phytochemicals is what gives our fruit and vegetables color.
Okay.
But
So go ahead.
no, sorry. Phytochemicals are actually the thing that help the plant protect itself.
Okay.
So when we have these nice, bright, beautiful colors, the plant has actually protected itself from the environment, and now we're able to ingest those antioxidants that those colors create.
So obviously a direct correlation. The more colorful your plate, the healthier it is conceivably.
Absolutely. And this is why you hear about why you should be eating the rainbow. Because of the benefits of that.
Okay. Talk a little bit about some of the diseases associated with toxicity. Diabetes seems like a no-brainer, but fill us in on some of that.
Sure, absolutely. A lot of research being published in recent years through many different journals that basically the toxins are making their connection to basically every chronic disease.
Okay.
Something called what we call POPs. They're persistent organic pollutants. Have a strong connection to the diabetes and obesity, and we're finding it more and more with all neurological diseases such as Alzheimer's and Parkinson's.
Right. Okay.
So this is a big topic to be concerned about, and how well our body is actually dealing with the insult of our toxic world.
Big one there at the bottom, allergies, because allergies are more prevalent now, so your diet can affect that. You see that with pets all the time. We just had Dr. Money. You see that with pets, and based on what they eat, are they allergic to certain foods? But this is more about trying to not be allergic and getting a better diet that may help you out with some of those allergies.
Absolutely, because if you don't have that allergic response, then your body's going to be able to deal better with the toxic insult and deal better with whatever it is floating around in the environment.
Okay, and there's some of the places where toxins lurk, and it runs the gamut there. Anything called official hair care products, there are more of them, makeups, lotion, even in the soil, as well as prescription and over-the-counter drugs. So they're everywhere. When you said 88,000, you'd be hard-pressed to not have something in there. So what can folks do? Just keep a better eye on this, be more diligent, more disciplined in what they're eating? Is that
part of it is just the awareness. There's a lot of great websites out there now that really promote green living. And it's not that you have to be, completely dependent and a tree hugger, as some people tend to think when you go green, but it's becoming aware about what's actually in your products. A lot of hair and makeup and lotions and that are becoming much more conscious of it, and it may say something like they're phthalate free. So that's one of the common chemicals that's used. That's really not a good thing to be around. No, sorry, go ahead.
No, so as you're shopping, as you're label shopping for health, that's another thing you need to look for, is what type of toxins.
Well, and basically with all label shopping, you want to keep the same idea in mind. If you can't pronounce it, chances are we probably shouldn't be eating it or putting it on our body. So when it comes to basic label shopping, keep it really simple, and that applies to our hair care and lotions and things of that nature as well. All
right, sounds good. Lots of good information out there. So again, toxins are out there. You need to detoxify. There's some ideas for you. All right, Kim Thompson, thank you so much. We'll be back with News to Go right after this.